G'day. Welcome back to the AgriCoach Wealth and Wisdom Podcast, the show for families who want more than just financial success. They want to grow and protect their wealth, strengthen relationships, and maintain their success across the generations. My name's Ben Law. I'm the financial bloke, back with another solo mini episode. For years, I thought if I planned hard enough, worked long enough hours, and controlled every bloody detail, nothing would go wrong. But life soon informed me that it doesn't work like that. Life's messy. Life's unpredictable, and the harder you try to strangle it into submission, the more often what you're trying to achieve just seems to slip through your fingers. What I learned from the School of Hard Knocks is that the more you try and control things, the less flexible, the more brittle and unhappy you become. Something I've noticed over the last 25 years of working with some of the most successful operators in agriculture is they all have a common mindset of trust the effort and let go of the outcome. The best families, the best leaders, and the best business people I've worked with, they all carry this mindset and a quiet confidence and I suppose a kind of faith that things will just work out. They work their guts out, they prepare, and they do the absolute best they can. And then they let go. They don't waste energy obsessing over what they can't control. They just get on with things and save their worry and energy for things they can control. That mindset is part of what makes them resilient, successful, and let's be honest, happy humans. You see, you've always got a choice about where to place your faith. You can believe that things will work out, or you can believe that everything's headed for a shit show. Both are acts of faith. Both are choices. But one creates confidence and momentum. The other breeds paralysis and misery. Now, don't get me wrong, worry is important sometimes, and discipline and focus really matters. They build businesses, grow wealth, and keep families on track. But when discipline turns into over-control or too much worry, that's when things unravel. Suddenly, every challenge feels like a crisis, every setback feels personal, and even the wins feel hollow. I want you to think about planting a crop. You prepare the soil, sow the seeds, spray the weeds, and do everything right. But in the end, the weather still has a say. You can't control the rain, you can only control your effort. And once you've done your best, that's the moment to let go, because that's where freedom and resilience live. Now you're probably thinking, well, Ben, how do I actually do this? Well, here's a few practical ways to practice it yourself. Number one, define your best. Too many people never actually stop to work out what is my best and what does it look like. They just chase an endless moving target. For some, my best is working 18 hours a day till they burn out. And sometimes we do need to work 18 hours a day. But to do that consistently, that's not best. That's stupid. Your best is when you've put in the preparation, thought it through, and given it your full attention. Once you've done that, stop beating yourself up. You can't give more than your best, and moving the goalposts only breeds frustration and resentment. Number two, drop perfection. Perfection doesn't exist. It's an illusion, and I can tell you from one recovering perfectionist to another, that's absolutely true. And in chasing it is a recipe for stress and paralysis. The most successful families I work with aren't perfect. They're far from it, actually. They make mistakes, and they make lots of them. They get blindsided even, but they keep moving forward. Excellence is achievable, but perfection isn't. And the sooner you make peace with that, the freer you'll feel. Number three, reframe setbacks. When things go wrong, your self-talk really does matter. That's the chatter in your head. Instead of, I stuffed that up or I failed, try, I did my best and I learnt XYZ. Because every failure carries two options. It's either a scar or a story. Now, the best operators turn setbacks into stories. They laugh, they learn, and they move forward stronger. And that shift in language changes how your brain actually processes the experience, from defeat to education. Number four, zoom right out. So much of what keeps people awake at night simply won't matter in 5 years' time or even 5 months. I've seen families tear themselves apart over small issues because they were too close to the problem. But when they zoomed out, they realised it was just a blip on the radar of a 100-year family business. So ask yourself, will this matter when I look back in 10 years? If not, you got to let it go. Perspective is a powerful stress buster. So the thing is, at the end of the day, it all comes down to this, I believe. Trust the effort, do your best, and let go of the outcome. Because when you've done your best, the rest is out of your hands. And that's not scary. That's where freedom lives. So here's my challenge for you. Where in your life are you gripping on too tight right now, or where are you worrying excessively? And what would it look like if you chose to believe? If you just had faith, it would all turn out. A kind of, I trust the effort I've made and I'm letting go of the outcome. Because the mindset you choose today will either set you up for success or slow you down for a miserable grind. If this episode hit home, we'd love it if you'd share it with another farming family who needs to hear it. And if you want to know more about what we do at AgriCoach, visit agricoach.com.au. Until next time, I'm Ben Law, I'm the financial bloke, and remember, it's more important who you are than what you have. I'll see you next time.